Hi everyone, and welcome to our second Let's Talk Cancer video. Last time we asked you to vote on what you would like to discuss in our next video, and the topic of ketogenic diets and cancer came out on top. So that's what we'll be discussing this week. You may have heard about ketogenic diets, but may not really know what they are and how they might contribute to the treatment of cancer. A quick Google search will tell you that there are a lot of people with a lot to say on the topic. However, and crucially, there is no clinical trial data focusing on the role of keto diets in cancer treatment in humans yet. Thus, any claims you see being made online are not backed up by hard clinical data. The question of whether keto diets can play a positive role in cancer treatment is a valid one, and there are 2 clinical trials underway aiming to properly address the question. Though there is no hard clinical data, there is a lot of what is called preclinical data, looking at case studies in humans and controlled experiments in mice. Some reports claim a beneficial effect of ketogenic diets in reducing tumor size when patients are undergoing chemotherapy. However, there are other papers which report that this diet has no effect during cancer treatment, and even one instance where a ketogenic diet promoted tumor progression. In mice, most studies have shown that a ketogenic diet can prolong survival in mouse models of cancer. However, there are some studies which show the opposite effect. So, the results from the preclinical reports are quite mixed, suggesting that ketogenic diets may work in some circumstances, but not in all. The results of clinical trials will give us a much more robust answer. But let's take a step back and look at the details of what a ketogenic diet is and how it might be used in conjunction with cancer treatments. So, what is a ketogenic diet? To help understand, let's talk a bit about how our bodies react to changes in the abundance of different types of food. Normally we use glucose from the food we consume as a primary source of fuel to power our bodies. When blood glucose is low, such as when we are fasting or exercising, fat is released from fat cells and used for energy. In the liver, the breakdown of fats yields small products called ketone bodies in a process called ketogenesis. Ketone bodies are released from the liver and can be used as an alternative fuel source by other organs, particularly the brain. So, a ketogenic diet, as the name suggests, is a diet that triggers the production of ketone bodies. Thus, a ketogenic diet is very low in carbohydrates but very high in fat. So what do ketogenic diets have to do with cancer? In part, it has to do with something called the Warburg effect. The Warburg effect was first introduced in 1924 by a German scientist called Otto Warburg and suggests that tumor cells are far more dependent on glucose than normal cells. The idea being that depriving tumor cells of glucose could potentially slow their growth or even kill them. The Warburg effect is an important reason for looking at ketogenic diets in clinical trials. To summarize what we've talked about so far, investigating a role for ketogenic diets in cancer treatment is a valid research question and an area of active research. The preclinical data is inconsistent, and the evidence suggests that this diet is not guaranteed to help and could be harmful in some cases. Finally, and importantly, robust clinical trials are underway to address this question. If you or someone you know is thinking of trying a ketogenic diet, it is best that you consult your doctor first. Radical diet changes can cause extra stress on the body, especially in cancer patients, who may already be undergoing a harsh treatment regimen. If you're interested in learning more, you can do your own research at these sites, which scientists use every day to access peer-reviewed scientific papers. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. And don't forget to vote in the poll for the next topic.